Let's get right into it. We're going to start over here today with factoring of simple trinomials. And this method you'll find will make everything in your algebra very quick. So we have a factoring of a trinomial, x squared plus 7x plus 12. What you do is you make an x and you put the number at the end up top and the number in the middle on the bottom. Then you take the number at the top and you factor it, or list its factors, 1 times 12. Well, obviously, they do not anywhere near combine by addition or subtraction give you a 7. So you go on, 2 times 6. Neither does that. 3 times 4, there you have it. That combination of 3 and 4 give you 7. So 3 and 4 give you 7. So let's see what happens. We factor into two binomials, x plus 3, x plus 4. And you're done. Now, if you want to check, you can always do the FOIL, first times first, which is x squared. Outer terms, x times 4, which is 4x. Inner terms, 3 times x, 3x. And then the last terms, 3 times 4, which is 12. Combine your like terms, the 3 and the 4, you get 7. X squared plus 7x plus 12. And that is a check to see that you factored correctly. And that's really all it is. Now, let me give you some other examples, which will kind of hammer home the point that I'm trying to make. In this problem here, we have x squared, which is another example, minus 2x minus 3. We set up our x, and slightly different problem is approached, but very similarly. Negative 3, negative 2. The factors of negative 3 are 1 and 3, one of which is negative. And because this is a negative, to the bigger number, which is negative 3, will be negative, and the smaller number will be positive 1. Factor it out. X minus 3, x plus 1. Boiling, we have x squared minus 3x plus x minus 3. Combining like terms, we have x squared minus 2x minus 3. And that is the same as we started with. Okay, now let's look at one slightly different. X squared plus 2x minus 3. Here, same problem, but now there's a plus instead of a minus 2. And so we put the minus 3 here and the positive 2 there. Factors of 3 are, again, 1 and 3. And as you put them out, let's see. This time, the bigger number will be positive based on this plus up here. And so we have a 3 and a minus 1. Factors, x plus 3, x minus 1. And there you have it. Okay. As we would look at some other examples, and I'll just give you several more examples just to see what do they say in math? Practice makes perfect. And so we want to give you some more examples. And if you, once you've seen this video, you'll be pretty confident in yourself that you'll be able to do pretty much any of the simple, and I repeat, simple polynomials that are able to be factored. Another one, x squared plus 2x minus 15. We take the negative 15 up here, positive 2 here. Looking at the factors of 15, we have 1 times 15, 3 times 5, and there is your 2 based on the 3 and the 5. And notice it's a plus 2, so the 5 is positive, the 3 is negative. Factored out, then becomes x plus 5 x minus 3. And you can FOIL it out, just basic. I don't want to take too much time to show it, but the factoring is what's important. But if we take x times x times a negative 3, or that would be a negative 3. So negative 3x, 5 times x is 5x, and then 5 times 3, which is negative 15, combining like terms, and you're back to where you started here, right there. So we're good. Okay, another one. Let's see, this one here, x squared plus a 4x minus a 5. Again, take the negative 5 here, put the 4 down here, and we have the factors of 5 are 1 and 5. How do they bring together to get a 4? It's going to be a 5 and a 1, and notice the 4 is positive, so the 1 will be the smaller of the two. The larger number will always be whatever the sign is of the middle term. So this factor is x plus 5, x minus 1. One other one. Let's see if we can save a little space here on the board. X squared minus 8x. Well, let's do plus 8x this time. Plus 15. So we look at 15 on the top, 8 on the bottom, and we want to say the factors of 15 are 1 and 5, 3 and, or 1 and 15, sorry, 3 and 5. There's your 8, 3 times 5. So as we put it together, what do we have? We have x plus 3 and x plus 5. And there you go. Okay. Let's see if I have any other examples. Yeah, here's one a little bit more involved because there's more factors involved, but we can do this one. And this one here, I'll actually do it in parallel together. There's two of them here. We have x squared minus 14x plus 48 and x squared plus 14 plus 48. We'll do the factors of 48. And we'll set up our little x here. 48 on the top, minus 14 on the bottom. 48 is what? 1 times 48. And 2 times 24. And 3 times 16. And 4 times 12. And is there another one? Yeah. 6 times 8, all of which give you 48. Now notice in this particular problem, you want the two numbers to add up to a negative 14. Well, the only way that can happen is that the larger number is going to be negative, so negative 8. But to get to negative 14, you need negative 6. The plus here at the bottom, or the end of the trinomial, tells you that the signs of the two factors will be the same. If it was minus, it would be the signs of the two factors would be different. But this one says the signs are the same, and the bigger one is negative, so that means the smaller one has to be negative too. So here we have x minus 8 and x minus 6. You can FOIL it, practice on your own, to see that that will give you your original problem. On this problem to the right, we have the same setup, 48 and positive 14. We see the factors, what, 1 and 48, right? 2 and 24, 3 and 16, 4 and 12, 6 and 8. Well, here, this x in front of the 48 says they're going to be the same signs. This one says the bigger, whoops, forgot the x there. The bigger one is going to be positive. So if the bigger one, 8, is positive, and the smaller one the same, it's a 6. 8 and 6, 14. So this one would be x plus 8 and x plus 6. So that would be that problem. Very similar, but pay attention to the signs. If this sign here is the same positive, it means the signs are the same. You can see that in both cases. And I have one more problem, and then I'll call it a day. Here we have it. This one here is x squared minus 25. Where is the middle term? There is nothing. Is this a trinomial? No, but yes. Because if we rewrite it, x squared plus, oh, we don't have any x's, 0, right? Minus 25. We can set up the same basic principle. We put the minus 25 here and the 0 down here. Now, what are the two factors of 25? Let's see, 1 times 25 that we need, 5 times 5. Together, they give 0. Well, that means 1 is positive, 1 is negative. And the factors will be then x plus 5 and x minus 5. And there you have it. This configuration also is called a difference of two squares. X squared is x times x. 25 is 5 times 5, or 5 squared. And it's the difference, the minus up top. So that pretty much is all you really need to know in doing factoring of simple polynomials, simple trinomials in particular. And if you're interested, I do personalized tutoring that you may be wanting, and I can do that through Zoom meetings, and I can help you with a lot of other algebra things. Not only algebra, but we could do pretty much any math that you so desire. You could go up and do calculus or linear algebras and discrete math, probability, statistics. Well, I used to be a professor at a university. Okay, we'll close up today and we'll talk again on one of my other videos. Okay, here is my contact information if you need it. And please feel free to contact me. Have a good day. And practice makes perfect, remember.